We are born to make our nation great. The reason why we are using words, we speak words. The only reason why, the purpose of words is to use it to resolve problems, not to use it to continue to create problems. We are still looking for the solutions to the Nigerian problem. My people, I greet you all according to your time. You will find this video very, very interesting. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. But one thing is sure, as we are looking for the solution to Nigeria problems, one thing is sure, that we should know the truth, identify the truth. God usually speaks to humanity. Many people will say, I cannot hear the voice, I cannot hear God. I cannot hear God, I cannot hear God. How can you say you don't hear the voice of God when God can speak to you through intuition? God can speak to you through dreams, through revelation. God does speak to his children. Don't ever say you cannot hear the voice of God. God can speak to you. It's just that you are not paying attention to what God is saying to you. Men listening to this, you will see that if God is telling you the truth, he said we should know the truth. What is truth? God is truth. Whenever you see truth, you will know it. Whenever you see lie, what is contrary to truth, your body, because you are created in God's image and likeness, image of God, you are like God. So the anti-truth, whatsoever that is contrary to truth, your body will react to it. You will know that this is not what your body is used to, because you carry truth. But anyone that sold their soul to the devil, who just resist, who continue to resist God, who sold their conscience like devil, even the devil is shocking for them, you will also know all of this. You'll be listening to how it functions. How it functions. They will still, this man, they called Jare Telebe, APC and Shema, Edo State Party Shema. You'll be listening to him. This APC Shema in Edo State. Hey, even the devil, if they cut hand for lie. For lie. Devil, they cut hand for lie. Look at what is being said about even the devil that cut hand for Telebe. He said, you belong to your father. That is the book of John. The book of John 8:44. He said, you belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire, not God's desire. Because anyone that loves truth is carrying out the desire of God, because God is truth. But anyone that is carrying out that hates truth, that lie freely, like normal business, is carrying out the desire of the devil. Even the devil that is the father of Telebe is shocked when Telebe lie. You'll be listening to the fat lie. If they drag him to court now he cannot. He's not able to enter court. Somebody that vomit all these lies here and there. The whole Edo State scattered by Telebe lies.
You see,
just one lie of a man. The whole Edo State now is in disarray. Now he's not able to defend all his lies. He's running from the tribunal.
Will not make such mistakes.
My
people,
this life.
Monday is not
who
a thief,
is your leader?
So
it's good for you to know who is your leader as a human being.
Governor of the state and is the governor.
Everybody should learn from this Edo State matter.
And anybody who does not
because
like his face,
we
should
there
go to hell and burn to ashes. Period. And thank you.
We have a resilience spirit. We have our own uniqueness. We are different, and our different make us still unique in the whole Nigeria. Ancestors of Mama Zuo there. Omiyama mwere regboto. He said, you carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning. So why do the Bible describe the devil as a murderer? Because he's using his mouth. Look at how somebody can use his mouth to buy somebody. Listen.
Think that they were in the lead in this election, but something went wrong along the line. They allege that your party is manipulating the figures and in the result, and it's totally different from what is available.
No,
Now
what they
listen.
did, they were circulating the results of the last election, not this election, because they wanted to make people believe that they are rigged out. So the results they were circulating are actually the results of the last election, not the results of this election. Because at the time they were circulating those results, we were just still collating results at the unit level, not even at local government level or state level. So I think that they were just daydreaming.
You see,
But I
they actually point a figure to you what they know, what they want to do. The court case between Mode Okpebholo, aka Akpakomiza, the current governor of Edo State and candidate of All Progressive Congress (APC), and Asweneme Ighodalo, the Oga Kpatakpata of them all. The candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP) is currently ongoing at the Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Asweneme Ighodalo and the PDP have filed a petition as for the benefit of those who don't know what is happening. So have filed a petition challenging the declaration of Mode Okpebholo, aka Akpakomiza, challenging is the result that INEC announced that he claimed that he is the winner of that election. So they challenging that kind of announcement. They challenge that kind of declaration and say what? Well, when we have seen everything so clear on the screen, everything was there were ongoing figures going. They were the RF machine and the Beaver machine was all on the line, online. Everybody was seeing it clearly that PDP is already winning. So how come? How? They not so they could not understand what INEC suddenly declaring. So they challenge it and say no, they need explanation to all of this. So Mode Okpebholo said they challenge that kind of declaration of Mode Okpebholo as the winner of the 2024 Edo State governorship election. So now they allege you are still until the tribunal now called out the original winner, which is Asweneme Ighodalo, not until the tribunal now declare the final declaration, now say the truth, what actually now explain and now come up with the truth. So we still that is why we are still calling it, not until they do that. We are still calling it an allege. So they allege widespread irregularity. They allege to it that irregularity, their instinct they saw during that election day. On that election day, that is 21st. That 21st of September 2024, they observed that irregularity and they called APC attention to order. They called INEC to order. They didn't listen to them. So that is why the case is still going on. And this one now went to media and be doing lying. You be listening to all his lies. You be listening to this man lies. Oh my God. Then I will come and explain. So they allege that widespread irregularity, widespread one, not be small one, irregularity during the election, and claim that Ighodalo actually scored, Asweneme Ighodalo, the Ogak Patapata of them all, scored the highest number of valid votes. Then this one, on that day, while they were dragging the attention, he went about granting interview, lying. I will be talking about this lie, how the devil lie. I will explain it as well. So as when Neme Ighodalo actually score the highest number of valid votes, the tribunal has admitted several key documents as an evidence, and the hearing is ongoing. It's still ongoing. Hey, what do you hear me say? The tribunal has admitted several key documents already and evidence in this one, and that was what they drag all the APC attention, INEC attention, and the APC attention, and say no, this irregularity is just too much. This one we are granting interview, lying. You were going to be listening to all his lie, and at the end, and the time permits, I will explain why the devil is called the father of. Why the devil was being described as the father of all lies. I will still explain, because that is exactly what this man is doing in Edo State. Lying for the devil, obeying the order of the devil. You be listening to him. So the tribunal has admitted several key documents already as I'm speaking as evidence, and the hearing is ongoing already. My people, you let us listen to this man and let analysis, so that I can explain why the devil is being described as a father of all lies. I will explain. So let's listen.
Let's get to hear from the side of the APC. Mr. Jared Tanebe, who is the APC chairman in Edo State, is live for us at the Coalition Center. Mr. Tanebe, it's good to have you on the program. You heard what the PDP has alleged in this election, and it does look like the PDP thinks your party is trying to manipulate the process. But why would your party try to manipulate the process? You heard that they've read some of the result that is available, different from what it's saying in the IRF and in other at the polling unit. How does your party react to this?
Well, first of all, I listened to Governor Obaseki when he spoke about his coming to INEC office. The fact is, when he drove in, we were already waiting at the Coalition Center to see if the results were going to be announced. But we saw them with some Ghana Must Go bags. And while he was in the building, I had to go in so that somebody who said he was going to burn Nigeria to be in a place where results are.
My people, have you seen this kind of human being before? The question they ask him is different. And what he's not saying, the question they asked this man was actually different. What he's saying is another thing entirely. It will just dissect. It will not talk about the subject any longer. I don't understand. What kind of human being is this kind of person they put as an APC Edo State chairman? Why? How? Why? It is good for you to know your leader, character. He's saying that Obaseki carry Ghana Must Go. How? When Obaseki could not even allow any of his security guys, enough of them to follow him. He was there because he's a clean man. His hand is clean. Unlike many of you, fear cannot allow you to move out of house without carrying the whole security guide in the whole world, because you know you have messed people up in life. You have lied against people. If Obaseki now sue you for that, Obaseki must please, people should send this video to Obaseki. Governor, yes, should send this video to Obaseki. Obaseki need to fight this man a petition for this. He says so that he will come approve it that night. When Obaseki, they were even snapping Obaseki on that Colossian Center. Colossian Center, we saw them snapping Obaseki. Obaseki was there. It was so they called him and informed him and said that, look at, there's so much irregularity going on with APC and INEC and all of them. The security, they are working for the favor of APC. Obaseki now say, what kind of disorderliness is this? This is not the legal process of a thing. This is not how things is being done. He now have to went there and be telling them, allow the opposition party to enter into the collection center. They deprived them. He went there before they not told him that they not told him that, and they will take control. They will take control of it. The Obaseki now decided to live there. This one went to social media, be saying all that nasty thing about Obaseki died on ungodly hours. Oh my God, this man, Telebe, he said that he saw Obaseki with a Ghana must go. How? Where is it? Obaseki don't have to bribe anybody. Even your paymaster, yes, can lie for you. You thought that with him you can violate all legal processes. It's only Obaseki that called him to order, to put him in his right place and say, no, money is not made to spend, but rather to invest it on people, because the greatest investment so far is to invest in education. There's a proverb in Chinese and say, if you want to invest, lifetime planning so far in this world, lifetime planning so far in this world is to make knowledge accessible. During Obaseki tenure, you see students, you see the school system, everything was in order. They appoint people due to their merits. They don't appoint leg bearers. Everything was in order. Not this violation and disorderliness we are not seeing in Edo State. Violation of processes, violation of laws, the violation of democracy himself, violating people. You see them breaking people's head. People are crying, mothers crying, market women are crying, everybody's crying. Is their mourning, their money. Instead of them to welcome it, so instead of them to receive a leader as a welcome development, is now seen as a problem, as a cost to them. All of them are carried their hearts, their people. Those state people had all of their hearts are heavy for all these current people in Osadebe, due to all these lies. Is it not obvious that all the wind is already blowing? The wind has blown, and the anus of fowl is already opening. It's opening by itself by the wind that is blowing. So this man, he just went to television station and continue to lie and say, yeah, he saw Obaseki with a Ghana must go. He saw him with a Ghana must go. He want to use all sort of lies. Anyway, let's listen to him again.
Is dangerous. And also, seeing him coming in with Ghana Must Go, and I'm sure the wreck was running away because he didn't want to be bribed. And everybody knows that Obaseki can bribe anybody. He can even bribe God if it is possible for him. Then on the Adamawa governor, all he said, I'm not surprised. He would have gone to also announce the results by himself. Of course, it happened the last time when the wreck in Adamawa announced results. On the chairman of PDP,
The money, because you're alleging that he had a bribe,
I don't know
and
what he's saying.
I mean, those are heavy allegations.
That one even reminded him. He was reminded. That one reminds him and say, do you know that what you are saying, this is a heavy allegation? That a whole governor, you saw him with a Ghana Must Go in the middle of a night. How? What? This is a heavy allegation. Can you prove that? I say Obaseki need to file petition against him. Else, others will not learn. He need to file a petition on so that he will go and explain that in court that you saw a governor. You saw the governor with a Ghana Must Go with money. How did you see all of that? How true is all of that? They are asking you that the irregularities of that election is too much, that they are dragging attention to it, that these irregularities, you are not even addressing that. You are saying all that thing, claiming what I don't. Who is this? What this? Listen to that.
I mean, those are heavy allegations.
Yeah, we saw Ghana Must Go. So if you see my,
you know, Obaseki, that I was saying, there was a saying that I told us that there's a proverb of Chinese that said that if you want to plan for decades, if you want to plan for years, if you want to really plan for years, you plant rice. And if you want to plan for decades, plant trees. Then if you want to plan for decades, plant trees. And if you want to have planning for lifetime, then make knowledge accessible. And that was exactly invested. He made sure invest on make the school system. Even these governors, they were all digitalized. School system was digitalized. We are digitalized. So they make everything, he invested in make knowledge accessible like that. That is how to make knowledge accessible. You don't need, there was so much transparency in everything, basically in everything that on his government. Not now that they are disabling all government to be transparent. They are disabling it. They are disabling whatsoever that will attract to anything that looks like transparency, because they don't want to they don't want anybody to have trace of the calamity and atrocity they want to do. That is why they are made sure that all the transparency of Obaseki, they don't want it to continue to be transparent like that. They don't want to continue. The continuation of that transparency, they don't want it. That is why they are causing trouble. They are causing problem, lies everywhere. So listen to this man.
Must Go, what are inside my Ghana?
But you don't know the content of what is inside the Ghana Must Go. But you just assume that there was money.
You just assume. And any good thinker don't just base its thinking by mere assumption. You just assume. How can you base your thinking on assumption? It's only animal that does that. A real homini serpent, a real human being who have worked on it so herself to think strategically, analytically, based on truth, fact, and principle. Never live by assumption. Live by assumption. That is why lies. You use lie to infiltrate every leader, to pollute all your leaderships. You use lies to pollute everywhere. Listen.
I think that there was money
I peeped,
inside.
and I think they were new notes, new naira notes, and the wreck knew, and the wreck had to escape because he didn't want to be bribed.
Hey,
The PDP thinks that they were in the lead.
what about that 21st of September 2024? Only what Obaseki was telling them that you people should stop violating all this violation of legal processes. Things are not done like this. They don't want to listen. They were all running. That is the only thing that will make anybody, even the one that we are singing, nobody were picking. Because Obaseki we are not, telling them and say all these irregularities is too much. You people should do things. You will see they use the police agency. They use them. That one we ran to Abuja picking unnecessary order. This one they were all running head, doing all sort of things that can never make a nation to have headway. That can never make a nation great. There was so much irregularity. There was so much disorderliness. There was so much violation of laws and order. There was a violation of legal processes here and there. Violation. And that can never make any society great. So Obaseki were dragging their attention because he know how other civilized nations, how they could be able to develop their nations. That all this violation in Nigeria, coming to Edo, say, it will not help Nigeria. He knew all of that. That is why he were trying to correct them, to redirect their focus to do what is right. That he always said, he want them to do what is right. That's all. Nothing more. If you want to bribe anybody, he would have bribed you. He would have retained his inappropriate lack of character. He could not tolerate it. That is why he said if he will go, he should go. So you embrace it because you don't no dignity, no reputation. You don't have any reputation. No, you are not honest. You embrace him, and he's now your master. You are obeying your paymaster. That is why you are lying.
Think that they were in the lead in this election, but something went wrong along the line. They allege that your party is manipulating the figures and in the result, and it's totally different from what is available.
You see, the PDP caught their attention then. He caught their attention and said, this is a manipulation. Manipulation of IRF machine, Beaver machine, they start manipulating, disable, on that ungodly hour, they disable the IRF machine automatically after live screening. They were screaming the results on live. This one is not maybe that said it. Everything was live because we are living. Technology is advancing every day. Technology is still going to continue to advance. The corruption going on in Nigeria will not stop technology not to keep on advancing. It will not, the lies that this man is lying will not stop technology will not to keep on advancing. They have even warned, advised everybody to keep on wearing the mentality that can even match to what the level of knowledge that technology is taking everybody's to. Nobody should be left behind. Everybody should buckle up to the advanced high level of technology in future to come. So anyone that try to drag people back on this new technology is dragging itself back. Everybody will leave. You'll be left behind because people are moved. They are moved on. They are getting into their sky is their limits. So listen to that.
No, what they did, they were circulating the results of the last election, not this election, because they wanted to make people believe. So the results they were circulating are actually the results of the last election, not the results.
Who circulated results? I said things. This one is a live screaming. It was live scream. No, this one is not maybe. It was live. This one is not circulating results. Everything the PDP wrote, everything the screenshot was exactly what I read Beaver machine. And what they saw in Beaver machine and Arrive machine, and what every other people, what all the other party member that in that poly unit, and what they confirmed, everything was confirmed. Whatsoever they concluded on the result, they concluded on a group. So the one that is contrary, they will reject it and say no. This one is not. They cannot sign with this kind of wrong. What never corresponded with the machine. That is exactly what also they are still talking about. They are so persistent. They are persistence in what they are saying. They're never missing out a word. But you are saying this. You are nowhere to be found in courts. You are nowhere to find. You are nowhere. Everybody is in tribunal except you. You are moving around as a I don't know. As a washing night. I don't understand. What is all of that for? You that claim heaven and earth lie freely in a door. You lie here and there. You are no longer where you are not where to be found in tribunal, in the tribunal to go and defend all your lie. All your lies was too much. Oh God, the character, lack of character. And when you see all the letters. Letter A to Z. When all those words are called characters. A character to B character, C character to Z. When any letter is missed out of all those alphabets, you cannot use it to create a word. You cannot use it to create a word. Is what is affecting our leadership. Is affecting the Edo State leadership now. No character. So you cannot. You will. It's very difficult for you to defend what is not good, what is not true. So you cannot use it. Why? Because there's lack of character. Character is what credo is a credo. That credo anyone's leadership to do well. So when there's lack of character, your leadership will be questionable. Look at character now. Character, lies. That is lack of character. What would have credo you to be honest is not there. I will still come and talk about leadership, that kind of character, leadership character. Listen.
Collating those results, we were just still collating results at the unit level, not even at local government level or state level. So I think that they were just daydreaming.
But are you worried that some of the results were not collated at the local?
He said, "Are you worried? Are you not? Don't you have any remorse of that one?" Not saying that is why I said when God is telling you, we are gods here on earth. We are created in God's image and likeness. When something is not truth, when something is not true, when somebody is saying lie, it's even as fat as that. You will you just because you carry the Spirit of God, you will know that this is not true. There's no truth in what you are saying. That one is even calling his attention, even dragging him. He didn't hear, mommy. That one asking, aren't you worried? Because that one sense that he now notice that this is a fat lies here. There's an harvest of lies flying on these premises, on this environment. Aren't you worried? Aren't you worried? He said, because that was noticed that he have no remorse. He's not remorseful for his lie.
Not collated at the local government level, and they were taken to state level as against the.
You hear that? Aren't you worried over this violation of process, legal process? Aren't you worried over this disorderliness, irregularities? Aren't you worried about this abnormality? Aren't you worried? No, because there's no character that can credo he a paid master. So you see him, he's not remorseful. He's not remorseful. Even when this one was the way she were even dragging his attention and say, you are not, something is not correct here. Something is not definitely right here, guy. No, he's not remorseful. Listen, so I said that I always make I always say this. I said that a word attracts actions. Word attracts action, and action attract consequences, and the consequences that his action has attracted is taking place in tribunal. He is there doing like security guy, doing like gate man, moving here and there, feeling nature. Is not that is consequences. Is now trying to get to him that you are there's so much violation of God's laws and principle over your life. Is now that it's trying to dodge. There's no how there's no how you can dodge away from all this sin. All this sin, whatsoever a man sow it, he shall reap. He shall reap. How can all this lie? You lie here, lie there, lie everywhere, scatter. Now you are trying to stay where all your mates are indoor. You are out. You are out there. All your mates, all your crew member, they are in tribunal. You inside the tribunal. You are not able to enter. What is now making you not to enter? Due to the violation of laws and principles, due to the violation of your words. You are using your words to create what will not enable you to enter. Listen.
Of the law.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about that. The only thing I know is I'm the agent of the coalition agent of my party. We are the coalition center, and results are coming in and they are being announced. And the result that they are announcing tally with what we collated through our situation room and what all our agents sent to us.
Aye. This man.
But if the PDP thinks that your party is rigging the election and manipulating this election, how do you get legitimacy?
Well, you see, other political parties are there, and the people are there. The people have voted, and they know the person they voted for, and it's overwhelming. So I think it is that overwhelming victory.
It will just divert. What is happening to this man? It will just divert. The question will be like this. It will just divert, going on the other side. I don't understand.
Staring at us, that is a problem to them.
Hi.
I mean, how do you arrive at some of these, the wins that you have had in some of the local government? Are they explainable in some of these areas where PDP, according to the Aram, I'm referring some of what the PDP said to you so that you can have a right of reply, because the PDP has been speaking a lot today, so it doesn't look like it's only the PDP.
Because they saw the obvious was just too much. They saw the obviousness. So they were not, they were not dragging their attention and say, all this violation, all this abnormality is too much. Let things be done in a rightful form, a rightful manner, a rightful way. Follow the due process, the legal process. Let everything go accordingly. They know he am me and I got do sa. Muzani and Devederio. He believe it with there's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It will help them to just violate everybody and they rubbish his name. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has his name. He's cleaning his name. He has his reputation to protect. So if he too much rubbish his name, it will not help him. That one the dream that will not come true. Akpakomiza is promising he will give him 100% of Edo. How is that? Is that law how to play a game? He know that if he too much rubbish his name, it will not help him. He have rubbish his name for you guys, for you to carry out some assignment. But you is it not quite unfortunate that the way you guys did it, even a blind man will know that this is a ringing and this irregularity and this is there's too much violation, excess violation, adverse that violation of legal of electoral process. So there's nothing you can do. You can only give a woman a wife to a man. You cannot also give him that to also go and you cannot do. There are things you can do, there are things you cannot do. So that is why Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to an extent, he help you guys. But he cannot too much rubbish his name, because he have somehow rubbish his name already. Because the dignity President Muhammadu Buhari, the former president, his dignity during that election period in Edo State, he retains his dignity. He didn't rubbish he didn't drag his name to mud. He allowed them to do their thing the way he should. There was no interfering. He didn't use a political power or as a ruling party to oppress any opposition. No, he retained his name. That is why he could be able to say, I'm a man of integrity. And it will be well understandable to an extent. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he dragged everything to mud. He wanted, so now he want to clean his name. So if you will not expect him to rubbish his name again and again, it will not help his political career. It will not, he have his name to protect. Because good name is better than riches, money in the bank account. So he have his name to correct. So you guys will not expect all your dirty knowledge, all your bad character, all your violation of electoral processes. You cannot use adverse of it to rubbish his name. So that is what is happening. So he just wants the right thing to be done in electoral, on tribunal. He was just watching for the right thing to be done. So if you expect, that is why Juipo are now a for oh my goodness.
Only the PDP that is being given an opportunity to speak. So your party has an opportunity to respond to them. The PDP has alleged today that your party cannot win in some local government where the results are being announced today. Can you explain how your party...
If ESACO lose their units, in their own local government, they lost it for PDP. They lost lies.
Able to arrive at some of the victories in some of the local governments.
Seun, I'm going to single out ESACO West, where I come from and where I voted. APC never advised Obaseki to throw away the person who has always been helping them to win their election.
Good. I want to rubbish Edo people, Bini people, sons and daughters. They want to rubbish their... Look at how he's rubbish. What Obaseki deprived him not to do. He's using Akpakomiza to be accomplish it now. Can't you see? Can't you see? Bini people, see, you see what Obaseki was telling you? We're telling you all of this. You see what a meno Obaseki ga a yama so aronena. They thought that Obaseki just suddenly just tell him to stop disturbing him. He suddenly just stop him or put him in his right place. He didn't just suddenly just do that. Obaseki is a well respectable man. Is well knowledge, well mannered, a man of reputations of his kind. Cannot just push away people who really have respect, people who really have character, people of dignities. You cannot push them away. But he saw that this one, they don't care about their name. They don't care about what is honesty, what is they don't care. So when he saw that everything there, because he has boundaries. Every reputable man must have boundaries. Even me, I have boundaries. So he has boundaries. You cannot overstep your boundary. A man that has a name like Obaseki. So he have to put them, he have to tell them where tell them not to oversteps their boundaries. Now you are not saying that somebody who help. Please, you should learn to sing other songs in
Pay them to win their elections. Comrade Philip Shaibu, who is the deputy governor of Edo State. They threw him away. We brought him to our...
He helped them to win election. So how did he help them? How did they help them to win election? Obaseki never. Do you think you are talking to a man who don't have the merit to win election? He has all the merits. As when never go down, he don't need any. He has all the merit as well. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu didn't interfere, if he didn't interfere, he allowed the electoral process to have his course, to have his due course, to the processes to be, without interferences. You will see how everything, how you will understand that it's merit that determine a winner in a society that actually want to develop. Merit. People win by the dividends of electoral votes. Electoral votes, not by the dividends of appointees. They just select, if dividend of selection, of violation of electoral process. No. Merit, we look at all this merit before people cast their votes. They know what they ordered for. And it's not what they ordered for, they are not saying. So that is why their heart is heavy. So
they threw him away. We brought him to our party. And that is a local government where you have Comrade Philip Shaibu. That is a local government where I am. And that is the local government where you have our leader, Comrade Adams Oshomole. So the result that we announced, which is the highest result so far, tallies with what is on the ground.
They throw him away. Obaseki no man.
I mean, if the PDP is saying they are rejecting it, what kind of situation would you say it will leave this process?
Yeah, well, if you reject results, the best place to go is to go to court.
He thought that, you see what I was saying? You see what I was saying? He thought that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will still go and violate court order. When he have election to catch up with, he will go and violate. His name is stain. They are saying that he have bribed the tribunal. They are bribed. So now the new CJN power. Do you think that one will just continue rubbishing her name? You don't know people have name. They have reputation. I said that let's see if the tribunal can redeem their image. Is that not what that was what I said last time of my previous video. So people are trying to redeem their image. So their name is being dragged. So they cannot use your lack of character and your lies. Your lies, your negative attitude. They cannot use it to rubbish their own. So they have to do what is right. Is what is right they are all doing now. So you should go there and go and be defending all your life. That is what you should be doing for now.
They should go to court, and we'll be preparing to meet them there.
He said they should go to court. Aye. Imagine somebody, we're already talking about election. It will just be they should go to court because you think that there will be corruption of the tribunal. That is what they normally do. After violation and corruption and disorderliness, they will say go to court. They still believe that this kind of corruption will continue. That is why you listen, so that you can bribe all of them over. Your party. I don't understand what you meant. What you guys are always go to court, but now. That go to court before you are violating legal electoral processes and now be at a time singing go to court. This one will sound a warning to many that you should be thinking twice before doing that.
But is it true that your party rigged this election in some local government areas?
It's true.
Let me read to you, Mr. Tenebe, a joint statement by some civil society organization, including Situation Room, Yaga Africa, KDI, Electa, and TAF Africa. And this is part of what they say. They said they acknowledge INEC's recent statement recognizing reports of result mutilation and the commitment to investigate and address any proven violations. In light of this, we urge INEC to invoke its powers to under Section 65 of the Electoral Act 2022 to review any declarations and returns where results were not declared voluntarily or violated provisions of the Electoral Act and INEC regulations and guidelines. We further call on security agencies to refrain from interference in the collation process and to ensure that accredited party agents, the media, and election observers are granted full access to collation centers. They've also alleged there are reports of disruptions at world and local government collation center, including intimidation of REC officials and attempts to collect results contrary to the provisions of the Electoral Act and INEC guidelines, which raise significant concerns about the credibility.
It's true. They actually, the video are all on the internet, how they use Nigeria's police force to be pushing away the opposition for them not to get closer to collation center. Who does that? That was what make Governor Obaseki to even left his home at that ungodly hour, unfaithful hour. He left his home alone. He was without security guide. He went to met with them and said, "What are you guys doing?" They told us that the PDP said we are talking about a ruling party in Edo State. They did all of this. The obviousness. Is it not obvious that the obviousness is so very clear?
Credibility of the result collation process. This is a very big question mark on the election and the collation or the result process. How do you react to this?
They are not supposed.
You will listen to him now. All this question he just put in one tense. You will see his response to all of this. How they deprived the opposition parties for entry, for not how they were deprived not to enter Colossia Center, you will see all these questions.
They are not supposed to be political in their assessment of the election. As we speak, the final results have not been called. So I wouldn't understand the reason why any group or persons will want to tag it as a rigged election, except their mind is made up to be partisan. But again, if elections are conducted fairly and everybody sees it, so I wouldn't see the reason why a group will come and criticize it. But again, we hope that we win this election because the results have not been announced.
I mean, the PDP, the PDP governors and the campaign council is also worried. Let me read a portion of the statement to you. And they said, as the process runs its course, we wish to remind the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of the need to live up to the oath of office of the Commission's principal officers and the expectations of the people to serve as an impartial umpire committed to deepening our multi-party democracy and the survival of our country. The PDP feels that this process has been subverted at the coalition, at the LG levels, and at the state coalition levels. But you are there, Mr. Tenende, on behalf of your party. How do you react to this?
You can see that I'm tense as I speak because the local government that is remaining is a large local government. The result of that local government can come in and turn everything around. So we are praying and hoping that we carry the day. So everybody is tensed here. So the results, the final results have not been announced. So we should wait and see what
they're not
comes
going
up.
to go and be changing figures. The figure.
Mr. Tenende, give me just a moment. We need to go on a short break. And when we come back, of course, our eyes are on the coalition center and we'll be talking.